It's a Chelsea thing.
What's going on, my friend? Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Today is the beginning of the Club World Cup in Miami. Chelsea will play only on Monday. And stay tuned because we're going to be live at some point. Yes, today or tonight, depending on your location. I'm going to open the phone for everybody to come, call, and have your opinion. This tournament is a good tournament in terms of money, but in terms of fatigue, players are very tired. We don't know how the Blues are going to respond. So good luck to the Blues. Let's see what is going to happen. So let me just give you some news today. We're still waiting for Enzo Maresca press conference, and we're still waiting for some pictures from the training sessions and all that. So stay tuned for that. Today probably we're gonna have more news from the Blues. And if you wanna also watch the trip and everything, you can check on my previous video. I gave you more details about the traveling team and some pictures and all the good stuff. So if you don't get the recommendation, YouTube don't recommend videos anymore. It's becoming more and more difficult to keep up with everything here. So I made some videos on the Green Turf channel, but also on the GFC channel where we talk about every single team. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's jump very quickly to the first news today, transfer news. Ekitike, remember him? First of all, this is very, very funny, right? Ekitike's name backward is Ekitike. You see? Ekitike, backward Ekitike. That's quite impressive. Very, very good guy. And why are we even discussing about his name? Because Manchester United apparently are putting a lot of pressure. They accelerated these talks because Gyökeres said no to Manchester United. So they are moving very, very fast to hijack this brother here, Ekitike, from Chelsea Football Club. You know that Chelsea been really pushing, very, very pushy, but the price tag of 100 million euros, 80 million pound is kind of too much for Chelsea, but it's a profile that Chelsea really appreciate. But now it looks like Manchester United are ahead of Chelsea, but don't get fooled because this kind of news will always come out. Today Chelsea ahead, tomorrow Liverpool ahead, the day after that it's gonna be Tottenham, Arsenal. So it's going to be back and forth. Don't believe in everything that you hear because it's still a long way to go. Manchester United don't have enough money right now to sign everybody. They have to sell in order to buy. So I think Ekitike's agent is doing a great job. The other day it was like, man, Liverpool are ahead of Chelsea. Today, Manchester United are ahead of Chelsea. Tomorrow, who's going to be ahead of Chelsea? We don't know. So Chelsea in the end might end up. That is a lot of end up here. Anyways, they might end up by this guy, Joao Pedro, who is wanted by Newcastle United. But if Chelsea missed out on all the target, I think they might just go for leftovers. It's time for Chelsea to narrow their mind, focus on one player, and keep on working very hard to get him before the preseason. And why not get him in America so we can register him in the next round of the Club World Cup. For Joao Pedro, Also, another target that Chelsea were heavily linked with is apparently going to Newcastle United. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, remember him? He really played good under Sarri. Unfortunately, before Europa League final in Baku, he got a very bad injury. It took him more than a year out before coming back. Achilles injury and also ACL injury. I don't trust those injuries. When you are injured that way, I just lose hope because I haven't seen anybody besides like Van Dijk or Abramovic to go through this kind of injuries and come back even better. But the majority are just going to become injury prone and average. So without that injury, I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek was going to be a very, very good player. At Milan, he did his thing. Got injured also a lot, but it looks like Maurizio Sarri want him at Lazio because Lazio, guess what? They hired Maurizio Sarri back after sacking him like a couple seasons ago. So they are just going through the cycle. So good luck to my brother, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Look at this piece of beauty. Oh my Lord. Cole Palmer, number 10. We're going to have a chance to see him wearing number 10 on Monday. It's going to be epic. So this morning, breaking news from Ben Jacobs came to say Kendry Paez is going to join the team, but he wasn't to register for the Club World Cup, but he's going to be with Chelsea Football Club training and getting used to his colleagues. He's going to be loaned out to Strasbourg. The plan was at the beginning to include him in the Club World Cup. So after the Club World Cup, it was going to be a loan to Strasbourg, and they broke that promise, which is not good. To promise something to a young player and then back off immediately doesn't look good, you know. But at least he's going to be with the group. He's going to train with them. In this kind of issues or kind of for teams like Chelsea, you can't really please everybody because we have so many good players. But don't promise and not keep your promise because that discourages young players. If you promise to give them an opportunity, just do it, all right? But I'm happy that he's going to be with the team and that is going to boost his morale a little bit.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, my people, let's move on very quickly. What happened to Mikhailo Mudryk, man? What could have been if he didn't get suspension? Yeah, man. Misha, nothing really special about Misha, but we all know that he's a very, very good player. On his day, he can destroy the defense, but still the structure, he struggled with the structure. He got a lot of pace, but when it comes to understanding, you know, football IQ, still a little bit behind many people. But now that his number 10 shirt was taken away, I think we might not see Misha at Chelsea again. Frank Lampard on this day, 2021. Yes, it was June the 14th, 2021. Chelsea signed this legend, Frank Lampard. 648 games, 211 goals, 13 trophies for this legend. Absolutely beast. History maker Frank Lampard. He had nothing special, you know. He can't dribble, he can't tackle, he can't defend or whatever people said, but he always proved people wrong by hard work, practice. And if the new generation can look up to Frank Lampard, keep in mind, hard work will always pay off. All right, my people. What is this? Chelsea are what position in terms of like Opta said here, according to the freaking supercomputer that I don't believe, because if you have a supercomputer that will predict, they always predict that like the Premier League this season, who's gonna win it, and the supercomputer is gonna predict, and then they keep on changing during the season depending on who is winning. So what that has to do with prediction. If you was that smart, okay, supercomputer, you should predict exactly what's going to happen in the end and not flip-flop depending on the result during the season. Does that make sense? To believe in this stupid supercomputer, you have to say, okay, PSG are going to win it and stick with this until the end of the tournament, so we can compare what you said with what happened. But just because you see PSG, for example, losing one game and you switch again and you say, oh, they are not favorites anymore, it makes no sense. So they put Chelsea in the 6th position here with 8.4% to win the tournament. But I tell you what, we are going to surprise many people. I don't understand 4 clubs already qualified for the next Club World Cup. It's going to be in 4 years from now. PSG already, Cruz Azul, Al Ahly, and Pyramid FC. I don't know what criteria they are talking about here, but it's just interesting to see. All right, people. So I'm going to have to leave it here. Don't forget to follow me. Let's follow each other on the Green Turf here on social media. I'm gonna be live today, you know, on Key Player YouTube channel. Live call-in show in few hours from now, so we can discuss, give you an opportunity to talk instead of me talking and making these long videos. So God bless. Chelsea need to make a decision right now, because Nick also, you will see that he will be linked with everybody under the sun, because Chelsea been linked with him first. So they're going to link him with Liverpool, Arsenal, and other teams so they can increase the price. So it's time to narrow our mind. Are we going to get Ekitike or are we going to get Nick? Let me know in the comment section down below who will be your choice between Ekitike and Nick.